All right, let's get started. We got a couple of things that we're going to talk about. And yeah, you know what? Since I know some of y'all didn't know, but I did end up going to LA this past weekend, and I was attending the Critics' Choice Awards. I got to say, I was definitely a fish out of water. Like, this is, a very new thing for me. I mean, there were things that I experienced for the first time. There are a lot of stories. Some I can't share, some I will share. Let's just get to it. I got a couple things that we have here. So if you're following me on social media, usually I'm posting these things, as they were happening. So one of them was I actually got a chance to meet Amber Ruffin. If you haven't checked her out, y'all, definitely go check her out on Peacock. She has her own talk show and everything. Super funny, just a straight up nice person, y'all. Like, when I tell you, there be times you just be kind of worried that, like, meeting certain celebrities and in person, you might kind of feel like, oh man, I don't know, maybe they like stuck up or no. She's as real as they come, and I will say that just for the sake of record, because I know she's probably gonna get tired of this, I did get a chance to talk to her about Recast T'Challa. Okay, so y'all don't have to go hit her up. Y'all don't have to tag her no more. I did talk to her while I was there. It was funny because, like, at first I just walked up to her and was like, "Hey, can you just tell me the right person to talk to? Like, I'll email them later because." We was at like a little after party and I didn't want to mix business with pleasure or whatever. And, she was just like, you could talk to me. So I was like, right here now? Okay. So we started talking. And once we, I went into the whole pitch. I told her about the whole, campaign and movement and everything. And, she heard me out and she was like, okay, cool. Now, does that mean that's going to translate into an interview or coverage? Probably not. I don't think so. But at the same time, I definitely appreciate the fact that, she was able to, just hear me out, because, like, at the end of the day, that's all you can really ask for, right? So that was dope. What else did we have? We had also Mike Coulter, y'all. Come on now, aka Luke Cage. Y'all, I was sitting like, I have to say, I was like one or two tables away from him. I have to say, dude is so nice. So nice. Like, I don't even think, like, all I was gonna do was just be like, hey brother, great show, enjoyed it. My man stood up, looked me dead in my eye, was ready to have a whole conversation. So it was dope. Again, I can't talk about exactly what we talked about just because like, at these events, it's not a press event, right? Like, I can't, I'm not doing an interview. You know what I'm saying? So, like, anything that was said to me is kind of like private. But I could tell y'all what I said to him, and I told him, I was like, hey man, loved you in Luke Cage, you the business. I was like, your representation matters. Because we ain't got a lot of big swole black dudes that can act, but I gotta say, he was super generous, super cool, definitely the type of dude you would want to meet in person. And he was just so nice, so generous with his time. Who else? Then we got Tay Diggs. Let me tell you something. I think I could tell y'all this because I didn't have a lot of time to talk to him. But the reason why I wanted to take a picture with him, because remember, if y'all saw the video on my channel, he had wished my wife a happy birthday that made her fall out her chair and everything. Videos on the channel. But yes, I got a chance to talk to him real quick. But here's the thing. After the award show, there was an after party, and I'm walking through the after party, and all I know is I looked to my right and I saw Tay Diggs dancing up a storm. I can't say everything that happened, but what I will say is, y'all remember that scene in Fresh Prince when Will was going into the party and all of a sudden there was a circle around Carlton because he was just dancing up a storm because he was on speed and everything? That was Tay Diggs. Tay Diggs was dancing his tail off. I had no idea. My man he likes to party. He likes to party. Cool, clean, fun. But that was just definitely a sight to see. Also really, really dope to meet in person. Let's see, we got Lakeith Stanfield here. Come on now, y'all already know, talented actor. Um, Walked up to him, just basically told him I love his work. I checked up on him, because if you had seen my last interview with him, he was like going through some things after Judas and the Last Messiah. But I did get a chance to, just follow up and just be like, yo, like, you've been good since. And he was like, yeah, thank you for asking, so like that was really cool. I also I told him I was looking forward to Atlanta. He did tell me Atlanta season 3 was gonna be off the chain. So I told him I'm gonna hold him to it. So look, that right there, we got that to look forward to. So he was definitely really, really cool, dope to meet in person as well. Y'all, this okay. Guillermo Del Toro. I gotta tell y'all about him real quick. Guillermo Del Toro. This is an Oscar award-winning director. Okay, like this is the guy. This is the dude that makes movies that Hollywood loves. Hellboy, just a whole bunch of other movies and stuff. And I walk up to him. He's sitting down. I walk up to him and I was like, "Hey, Mr. Del Toro," because I didn't want to bother him. I just wanted to, say like, "Hey, I appreciate you." I go up to him and I was like, "Hey, Mr. Del Toro, me and my daughter, we love that Netflix series, Troll Hunters, and all the other movie, shows that came around." And I was like, "Yo, really, really love that show. And thank you for the movie. Like my daughter and I watch it all the time." This man sprung up. I didn't know he had hops. He jumped up out of his seat and gave me the biggest bear hug. I don't know. He's like, "Oh, he got a thick Spanish accent. Oh, my friend. Oh, that makes me so happy. Oh, my friend, thank you so much. Out of all the movies I've ever made, this is the best thing I've ever done." I was like, "Okay, all right, okay." He was shaking me all the way up, but it was just so dope because people come up to him all the time talking about like, "Oh, I love Crimson Dawn, this and this, all these other movies." But this man was excited over some animated cartoons, and he loved the fact that me and my daughter was watching it together. But it was just so dope, And of course, I asked for a picture, and he was like, "Yes, of course, of course." And I'm like, "Okay, take the picture, take the picture." But he was absolutely a joy. That dude right there is everything. I'm telling y'all. Let's see who else was it. So yeah, okay. So now you just gonna have to go to my Instagram. I posted a lot of these here. Who else did we meet? Y'all, the GOAT. The GOAT. Y'all see him. That's right. Michael Keaton. I didn't even have to say nothing. I just walked up to him and I was like, "Sir, I just want you to know you are my definitive Batman. I don't care what nobody says." And I've already told y'all that he is my Batman. He is the GOAT Batman for me.
What are you? I'm Batman.
Super nice. Let me tell you, okay, when I tell y'all that these celebrities be nice, first of all, I had to scope them out. I had to look at them and see how they interact with other people before I go walk up to them, right? And Michael Keaton, of all people, one of the coolest things about him was the fact that like he was leaving and he had to like go to the bathroom or something. But I saw another fan walk up to him, right? And young fan, and this guy stopped, listened, and just talked with this young fan like for at least 3 minutes. And we only had like maybe 4-minute breaks. And he talked to him the whole time, listened to him, joked with him, all of that. The fan was trying to take a picture with him. Camera didn't work. Keaton waited, let him get his stuff together, and then took a picture. And I was like, "See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Just straight up nice people." You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes some celebrities like, "I don't have time. Please, no pictures." No, man, some of these people are like for real legit. So I had mad respect for him. And then of course I had to go meet LinManuel, creator of Hamilton. But that was really more so for my daughter because she loves LinManuel. She's like, she watches Hamilton like all the time. So there was no way I could be in the same room with him and not at least speak to him. So it was definitely dope to be able to run into him. Who else? Y'all see him. Y'all know him, right? Like, Andrew Garfield. We got Serena Williams, the GOAT. Another GOAT in tennis right there. So listen, great night overall. There were a couple pictures I could not take. Let me see. Can I tell that story? Okay, so I almost now I haven't posted this, but I did take a picture with Halle Berry back in December. So I have to go back and post all those things later. But this time I walked up to her, right? I was getting ready to talk to her, but somebody else came up and they wanted to talk to her. So I was like, I ain't finna be thirsty, like y'all saw the suit. Like I wanted to be, clean and professional, So I let the other person talk to her first. I was like, yo, I'll take the picture for you, like I took the picture of him and everything. Halle looked at me. I looked at Halle. I was getting ready to say something and I started going in my pocket to pull out my phone, right? And as I'm doing that, this big old security guard right next to her was just like, and I look at him like, and then Halle's looking at me like, and I'm like, never mind. I gotta go. All right, I'm good. Yeah, I didn't want no trouble. I didn't want no, because the security guard was a big look. I'm a big guy. This dude was way bigger than me. Now he was looking at me a little too hard. And I was just like, no, I don't want no trouble. No, I don't even want you to think that I'm pulling something else out my pocket instead of a phone. So I was like, you know what? I already got my picture with Halle. I can die happy. I'm fine. I don't need to risk my life. So I was out. That was that. Let's see. I don't think I'm allowed to post the video so I can describe it to you. In a dance scene, right? Like at this party. And while I'm in this area, DJ popping, bumping, everything's going, everybody dancing and all that, right? As I'm walking in, so first of all, there are so many celebrities there. I didn't even know half of the people there. I walk in, I see Taika Waititi walking right past me with Rita Ora. I was like, ain't you the Thor director? Okay, there goes that. I walk a little bit more. All of a sudden, WandaVision, Elizabeth Olsen just walked by. I'm like, I love you. She was like, oh my God, thank you. I was like, yeah. Then Issa Rae walked by. I was like, oh my God, you so good. You Issa Rae. She was like, yes, I am. Dope, great. But here's the thing. I go up to the party, like where everybody dancing or whatever. LinManuel is in the middle of like everybody quoting every single word to every single song that was ever played that night. When I tell you LinManuel is a human, just iPod music player, he's a human Spotify. Dude knew literally every lyric to every song that was just quoting it. You know how most people just know the hooks. Nah, he know all the bridges, he know all the chords, he know all the lyrics, okay? Right next to him, Amber Ruffin is like dancing up a storm in the corner. Then next to him, I didn't know this, Kristen Wiig. Y'all remember Kristen Wiig from Bridesmaids? The cheetah chick from Wonder Woman 2. Kristen Wiig is out there dancing a storm. You know how like when people be making circles, when people be dancing and stuff, she's in the middle. I'm sitting here like, when she get all these moves? I never knew. She was dancing up a storm. And here go the other thing. No big deal. I'm sitting here dancing. I'm like, just, I'm being cool with it. Just a little shoulder shrug, a little two-step, nothing too crazy. And then I see like this white dude in front of me, and he's just I'm like, what? Who is this? What? Because you making me look a lot better here with all this whatever dance you call this. I don't know if that was the Thriller or whatever. My man is just dancing a storm. It was only the CEO of Netflix. I'm like, yo, this right here, mind blowing. Y'all, it was a night of my life. It was great. And I have to say, none of this definitely would have been possible if it was not for the support of my wife, because she was the one that pushed me to even go. Like I at first was not gonna go. It was real last minute. But you got to have somebody in your corner that pushes you when you doubt yourself, because I can't say too much of why I wasn't gonna go at first, but some things were not lining up right, and but it was because of her support that I ended up going, and it was a really good experience, not just for the fun. I mean, the fun, the pictures, that's great, but more so for the business side of things, because those are business trips, you know. So definitely shout out to her. Make sure y'all get a partner that supports y'all heavy like that as well. Fun party, fun event, good stuff, y'all. It was it. It was lit. It was lit. Okay. Let me scroll back up. I see I'm missing a couple comments. Let's see. I'm gonna have to go and share with you. Like, I'll post, because I still haven't posted the pictures from when I went to LA in December. Um, and I got stories with those too. So I gotta post those later. Buzz, thank you. You handle your business well. Thank you for doing what you do. Hey, thank you, man. Hey, and shout out to y'all, because to be honest with you, them trips are not, like, cheap. I mean, if I can be 100 with y'all, like, I mean, I budget, you know what I'm saying? Like, I teach this to my kids, like, put a little money aside for things that you want to do. I save and budget, but them things be expensive, man. But thanks to y'all, supporting the channel and stuff like that, I can do those things. And again, like, it's not for the glitz and glamour. I do those things more so for the business of it, because when I go to these events and people see my face, now I get, like, hopefully a little bit more access to things, or maybe I build different connections and networking and stuff like that. So, I really be on there for business more so than anything. I just tell y'all the fun stuff, all the hard stuff. I bother my wife with all that. But thank you for that, Buzz. I appreciate you. Let's see. Team Tech Boy, what's going on? I'm not gonna lie, I saw your picture with Batman and I freaked out. So cool. Recast the child. Thank you, Team Tech Boy. Hey, listen, I freaked out. Okay, when I saw that Batman was in the building, I was like, oh no, I don't care what happens. I need to talk to Bat. I can't let this opportunity go by. Come on now. And like, he kind of old, so, like Michael Keaton, like 60s, 70s. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to give people their flowers while they're here. So I was like, sir, you the Batman, you are it. You gotta give them their flowers while they're here. Thank you so much, Team Tech Boy. Appreciate you.
I'm Batman.
Bruh, it was so good seeing you at the Critics' Choice Awards and giving us the blue steel face and all the picks. We love you, man. Thank you so much, Sheldon. I appreciate you. Blue steel, that's funny. What was this? Why didn't I correct Jane Campion? Oh, well, first of all, I didn't even talk to Jane Campion. I know what you're talking about. Like, so, but the situation that happened was Jane Campion went up on stage, and when she won the Best Director award, she had basically said, she made a comment totally unnecessary, where she was like, shout out to Venus and Serena Williams, but unlike y'all, I have to compete against men directly. Like, I was sitting in the audience like, that's really, like, why'd you say that? But somebody had posted it online and it was going viral real fast. But the thing is, by the time the event was over and we went to the after party, Jane had already gone and apologized to him. So, like, word got to her at that time and she already apologized. So, it was a dumb comment. Like, here's the other thing. I think a lot of people didn't jump on her at first, because when you listen to her talk on stage, you can tell she's not a talker. Like, she's a director. She's someone that stays behind the camera for a reason. So a lot of people were just kind of like, okay. But again, she went and actually apologized to them on the spot. Like, it was real quick. So there was no need to like while you were there was no need to, like, blow it up the way social media blew it up, because it was handled. It was done right then and there. So, but that was my observation of the situation. Thank you so much for watching. This was just a segment of one of my live chats, and if you're interested in joining in on the next one, be sure to subscribe and turn on your notifications for more. I've got more videos and reviews to do for you all, and until next time, I'll see you all later.